GALA Games was founded by Eric Schiermeier and Mike McCarthy. Eric is the former CTO of Intermix Media, the company behind MySpace. Eric is also the co-founder of Zynga, a publicly traded gaming company with a current market cap of around $7 billion. Mike is the former creative director at Zynga and is credited with creating Farmville, the famous Facebook game. Eric has been dabbling in cryptocurrency since 2014, and he was inspired by the play-to-earn model pioneered by Axie Infinity in 2018. Eric founded Blockchain Game Partners, Inc. in January 2019, a for-profit company based in the United States which develops and does business as GALA Games. Eric currently serves as the CEO of GALA Games, and Mike serves as the president of games at GALA Games, which is a cool job title if you ask me. Now, although Eric and Mike have been actively engaging with the community, the de facto face of GALA Games has been Jason Brink, who serves as the chief marketing officer of GALA Games. Jason used to work for the United Nations, and his main motivation for joining GALA is the potential that play-to-earn games have to lift people out of poverty in developing countries. Jason also saw the sheer scale of corruption that's going on at these international organizations and hopes that cryptocurrency protocols will eventually replace them. And I am with you on that one, buddy. As for Eric and Mike, they have a, quote, axe to grind with centralized gaming companies and big tech. In a group interview from March, the duo explained that free-to-play games cost game developers up to $20 per user, which forces them to focus on profits over the quality of the game. Cryptocurrency, and especially play-to-earn, makes it possible to make profitable free-to-play games while simultaneously giving more control to the users through NFT items and on-chain governance. This lets game developers focus on quality while also allowing them to scale, and this is why Eric and Mike founded GALA Games. GALA Games' mission is to basically become the biggest gaming ecosystem in cryptocurrency and crush its centralized competition. In contrast with other crypto projects, GALA Games has received no VC funding of any kind, and there was no ICO for the GALA token either. More about GALA's tokenomics later. Now, GALA Games got its initial funding from its founders and currently makes its money by selling NFTs for its current and upcoming blockchain games. All the tokens and NFTs associated with these games are on Ethereum and will eventually exist on the upcoming GALA chain sidechain, which I'll come back to in a moment. The only GALA game that's currently live in alpha is Townstar, a farming game similar to Farmville. Townstar actually has its own Town token, which is earned by playing the game and can be used to purchase Townstar NFTs from the GALA Games NFT store or marketplace. Spider Tanks is the only other GALA game that's currently live, but it's only in beta. Now that said, the game is playable and is reportedly seeing some serious traction in South Korea. The only thing that's really left to implement is Spider Tank's own play-to-earn mechanics, which should be hammered out later this year or early next year. Besides Townstar and Spider Tank, GALA Games is currently working on Legacy, a game similar to Sims, Last Expedition, a first-person shooter similar to Dead Space, Echoes of Empires, a game similar to StarCraft, Fortified, a tower defense game, The Walking Dead Empires, a recently announced survival game, and Mirandus, a fantasy role-playing game similar to RuneScape. According to the GALA Games website, its live games have over 1.3 million monthly active users, and 26,000 NFTs have been sold, the most expensive of which supposedly sold for $3 million. What's odd is there doesn't seem to be any active player tracker anywhere, and the trading volume on the GALA Games NFT marketplace also can't be found on any DApp or NFT tracking websites. This might have something to do with the fact that most of the activity happening on GALA Games is apparently being handled by a separate set of GALA nodes. While it's honestly not entirely clear what GALA nodes currently do, in the future they will power the GALA chain sidechain. Documentation about the GALA chain sidechain has yet to be released, so there aren't many details about transactions per second and such. What is known is that the GALA chain will feature 50,000 GALA nodes, which Jason Brink believes will be enough to scale to 100 million monthly active users. There are currently around 23,000 GALA nodes, which are also known as Founders nodes. There will only ever be 50,000 Founders nodes. Now, to become a Founders node, you need to pay around 165,000 GALA for a Founders node license, which works out to about 80 grand at GALA's current price. Now, I believe this GALA goes to GALA Games. In exchange, Founders nodes earn GALA along with NFTs and tokens from GALA Games' current and future games, in addition to other yet-to-be-announced perks and prizes. Founders nodes also govern the GALA Games ecosystem primarily through voting on which new games should be added to it. Founders nodes must remain online for a minimum of 6 hours per day to earn rewards, and obviously, the longer they stay online, the more rewards they earn. Based on a recent video by another YouTuber called the Sorensen Family Channel, the current rewards for running a Founders node are around $150 per day, or around $50,000 per year in GALA and other GALA Games tokens. Not bad at all. As far as I understand, the GALA chain sidechain will introduce 2 additional nodes when it goes live. These are paid nodes which will operate the infrastructure for specific games, and free nodes which will be able to provide support to founders nodes or paid nodes for a portion of their rewards. What's crazy is that the GALA chain sidechain will actually have 3 consensus mechanisms. Founders nodes will run proof-of-work computation, paid nodes will provide proof-of-stake security, and free nodes will provide proof of storage to ensure the entire GALA Games ecosystem is decentralized. What's more is that the GALA chain will automatically adjust token rewards based on what the ecosystem requires, giving more tokens to founders nodes if it needs more computing power, giving more to paid nodes if it needs more security, or giving more tokens to free nodes if it needs more storage. This sounds eerily similar to Thorchain's incentive pendulum, and you can learn more about that project by using the link in the top right. But before you do that though, let's have a look at GALA's tokenomics. So, in terms of tokenomics, GALA is an ERC20 token on the Ethereum blockchain and also exists on the Binance Smart Chain as a BEP20 token. GALA is currently used to purchase GALA Games NFTs and the aforementioned Founders Node license. In the future, GALA will likely be used to pay for transaction fees on the GALA chain. GALA has a total supply of, quote, approximately 50 billion, which makes it unclear as to whether the token has a maximum supply or not. GALA Games' tokenomics page is also not very detailed, so I had to stitch together its tokenomics with the help of some other secondary sources. So, from what I was able to gather, the first GALA tokens were minted in July 2020 and 25 billion were minted in the first year, i.e. between then and July 2021. Every July, the amount of GALA minted will be cut in half, meaning there will only be 12.5 billion GALA minted between July 2021 and July 2022, 6.25 billion GALA minted between July 2022 and July 2023, and so on. 50% of newly minted GALA goes to founders nodes for the time being and will likely be split among the paid nodes and free nodes I mentioned earlier. The other 50% of newly minted GALA goes to the, quote, GALA Games conservatorship, which seems to be a sort of community treasury that's used to support the development of new GALA games. What's interesting is that founders nodes must pay ETH gas fees to open a treasure chest to claim the GALA tokens and other rewards, suggesting that GALA was minted from zero and continues to be minted from scratch. In other words, GALA could very well be a fairly launched cryptocurrency like Bitcoin's BTC. This idea is supported by GALA's on-chain presence on Etherscan, which currently shows a maximum supply of 36.3 billion. Oddly enough, this doesn't seem to match up with the emission schedule detailed by GALA Games' tokenomics page. Moreover, GALA's circulating supply on CoinMarketCap or CoinGecko is very different, and none of GALA's supply is currently held in any smart contracts. This is concerning because it means that GALA's actual circulating supply might actually be 36.3 billion, which would give GALA Games a massive market cap of almost $20 billion. This means that it would take a lot of money to push up the price of the GALA token, and this brings us to GALA's price. GALA is up over 500x since it first started trading in the summer of 2020, and most of those gains have happened over the last few months. The first pump happened in September, and it was caused by the announcement that Binance would be listing GALA. GALA Games also published a promo video for Spider Tanks, which gained some decent traction. The second pump happened in November, and it was caused by the announcement that Coinbase will be listing GALA. GALA Games also revealed the utility of its recently dropped Vox NFTs, and I'll leave a link to that blog post in the description if you're interested. The third pump is more of an anomaly since it happened on GALA's obvious downtrend. This pump was caused by the announcements made at the Galaverse conference in Las Vegas. The biggest announcement was probably the formation of a $100 million blockchain game and metaverse fund with the help of C2 Ventures, a crypto VC firm with close ties to the Huobi exchange. Assuming GALA's current market cap is correct, it still has a lot of room to grow compared with other cryptocurrencies in its niche. Now, the leader in this niche is, of course, Axie Infinity, and if GALA catches up to AXS, that would be a 2x, assuming AXS's market cap stays the same. Unfortunately for GALA, there seems to be leaning on the supply side of the economic equation. Millions of GALA are being minted every week to reward founders nodes, and I reckon it's reasonable to assume that most of them are selling. A presentation by Eric Schiermeier in March also revealed that 2 billion GALA have been set aside for a GALA game fund, which is likely adding to the sell pressure. Never mind the recently announced $100 million fund, which may or may not involve the selling of GALA. Meanwhile, the only things driving demand for GALA are NFTs in the GALA Games marketplace, whose trading volume can't be assessed, and the Founders Node license, which is too expensive for most people to afford. Even so, GALA has much stronger fundamentals than Decentraland, and if Mana was able to briefly flip AXS, I reckon GALA can too. You can learn more about Decentraland using the link in the top right. Like every other cryptocurrency, GALA's long-term potential ultimately depends on the GALA Games roadmap. The closest thing that GALA Games has to a roadmap is a recent blog post which is titled The Node Map. The first paragraph explains that, quote, "We do not publish roadmaps, white papers, or specific developmental timelines," which is very frustrating, as the next sentence admits. Funnily enough, the first milestone is that GALA Games will likely scrap the roles of paid and free nodes. Instead, it will introduce game-specific nodes, and the first of these was announced on the same day the node map was published. The node map notes that, quote, "The potential rewards for these nodes will be limited to the specific game from which they are derived. They will never receive GALA or be afforded the benefits and privileges afforded to those who operate founders' nodes." It also explains that game-specific nodes will only have governance over their own games, with a few exceptions. The last point is not entirely clear, but my interpretation is the founders' nodes will get a cut of the GALA that game-specific nodes pay for their node licenses. I should note that GALA Games specifies that everything here is subject to change and that, quote, "There will also be very substantial updates to the node plan and ecosystem in the near future." Additional milestones for GALA Games can be found in the interviews with the founders, and the most important one is probably the release of Mirandus, which is expected to happen at the end of next year. GALA Games also seems to have some plans related to its partnerships with Polygon and Flare Network. The Polygon partnership will see the creation of a new blockchain game, and GALA Games will also leverage Ethereum's leading layer 2 to save on gas fees, though it's not clear how or when. The Flare Network partnership is especially interesting because Flare Network is essentially the smart contract sidechain for XRP. GALA Games has been providing semi-frequent updates about its partnership with Flare, and the latest one notes that it will be possible to mint GALA on Flare, and Flare will add support for the GALA token when it completes its Ethereum bridge. Now, you can learn more about Flare Network using the link up there in the top right. When it comes to the concerns I have about GALA Games, almost all of them relate to communication and transparency. For starters, GALA Games doesn't really have any documentation. Most of the important information about the project is only found on its support page, and said support page isn't all that easy to find. GALA Games' support page is also not very user-friendly, not very detailed, and where it is detailed, it's detailed to the point that it's hard to understand, specifically when it comes to node reward calculations. I also find it a bit frustrating that GALA Games doesn't have a forum. I know that it uses Discord as its go-to discussion platform, but having something that lets you comb through concrete ideas and project proposals would go a long way in helping to understand what the project is up to. As I mentioned earlier, there's also no white paper or roadmap, and though I sort of understand the rationale behind not having either of these, I also think it makes it really hard to assess the project's potential. Now, a convenient consequence of this, however, is that it keeps opportunistic investors at bay and increases the likelihood that the people holding GALA are in it for the games and not just the gains. On that note, it's really not clear to me what the founders' nodes currently do. The requirements to host GALA node software are surprisingly low, certainly too low to host any high-powered gaming infrastructure. I also find it a bit unsettling that the software used to run founders' nodes is owned and operated by the company behind GALA Games. This wouldn't be a problem were it not for the fact that, quote, "GALA may suspend or terminate the user's access and use of platform services immediately and without notice if, for any other reason that GALA determines, at GALA's sole discretion, the user is in breach of any of the above conditions to the license." Put differently, GALA Games can revoke your right to run a node if you violate the terms and conditions of the license contract. At least that's what this legal speak suggests to me. This ties into something that co-founder Mike McCarthy said during the GALA Games group interview in March, and that's that they can detect players that are botting in their games and ban them. Now, this is especially concerning, but it does raise the question of content moderation in a decentralized setting, something which deserves its own video. This fits into a much wider discussion about decentralized governance in general, and you can learn all about that by using the link in the top right. So, in closing, I'd like to say that the thing that sticks out to me most about GALA Games is its ecosystem approach and the unparalleled experience of its founders. If it can adequately address its setbacks while leveraging its greatest strengths, GALA Games could easily become one of the top crypto projects in the blockchain gaming niche.